Here are 5 tracks that I personally think are very terrifying. First track on my list is Chernobyl Blues by the New York avant-garde metal group Imperial Triumphant. The song starts out very calm, it's very quiet, it's soothing. You've got some blues-style guitars over some jazzy patterns, along with some unusual growling. It's pretty eerie, but I wouldn't call it scary. The real fun starts at the 4-minute mark, where the band starts doing these insane blast beats over some menacing guitars and thunderous percussion. And as if that wasn't enough, they have vocalist Yoshiko Ohara doing some of the most bone-chilling screams I've ever heard in a metal band. Now the real winner for me here is the outro. At the very end of the song, the band unexpectedly raises the volume of the entire track. It makes me feel as if I'm suffocating. It's seriously panic-inducing. Try to listen to that part with headphones on, it's super intense. Number 4 is Ocean Song by the band Daughters. There are a lot of moments on the album that deserve to be on this list, but the best one for me is this song, especially this moment right here. The creepiest part to me is that the vocals don't necessarily match the tone of the music. There's so much loud dissonance going on in the background, and the vocals are basically doing the opposite. The vocalist Alexis Marshall is calmly telling you to run away. He sounds so confident. He doesn't even sound that angry compared to the music. And I find that very intimidating. Moving over to number 3 is the band Cro-Magnon with the song Caledonia. Imagine you're living in 1969, you walk by a house, and you hear some strange band practicing this song. Even by today's standards, this song is very weird. Imagine what people thought of it back in 1969, where the top record was like Abbey Road by the Beatles. Number 2 is Old Guard by the band Portal. I could go on about them forever. To me, they're the most terrifying metal band there is. Their whole discography might as well end up here because their creepy moments are just way too many to count. The one that stuck out to me the most is the outro to their 2018 album Ion. After the main song ends, you hear some weird microtonal synthesizers. They sound pretty unsettling, but it's nothing compared to this. I don't know how they thought of that and why they put it there, but every time I hear these weird moaning operatic voices, it makes me want to turn the whole song off. Amazing atmosphere, definitely the creepiest thing I've ever heard a metal band do. Hats off to Portal. Speaking of wanting to turn the song off, my final song for this list is probably the most disgusting song I have ever heard. It's the track Primitive Struggle by the industrial solo experimental project called Pharmacon. The song features violent cuffing and spitting by the vocalist Margaret Chartier over a disturbing droning beat. Very weird, it's very unsettling, and it's probably the most intense 2 minutes that you'll ever hear. A singer was probably sick one day and decided to put a recorder in her bedroom and just let it rip. I don't know how else to explain it. It's probably the only way to do so. I think it's scary because when you hear a person coughing or spitting or being in pain, you instinctively want to help them, see what's going on in order to aid them. But in this song, you're basically forced to stand still and basically listen to a helpless person being ill. And that to me is very terrifying. And that concludes my list for my top 10 most terrifying songs. I hope you found them interesting. I think it's amazing that we have these artists who push themselves to their limits in order to make music that ultimately soils my pants. Don't forget to comment your most terrifying songs below. There are definitely a lot of bands that I have missed and could have been on this list. Didn't want to put soundtracks yet because I feel like I wanted to put bands instead of that. Maybe it deserves a different video. But I'd love to hear your opinion.